I said, empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water.
All right, what's up, everybody? It's the Offscouring Odyssey back with episode 14. Today we have a great friend of mine. His name is Caden Dulin. He is a Bryant Baseball player. He's a very good friend of mine. I hope you guys can take a lot from him. He's the first baseball player we're having on. And yeah, what's up, Caden? How you doing today, brother?
Good. How you doing, Bob?
Dude, I'm doing swell. I'm happy to have you on.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Of course. Now, don't be nervous. That's all right. We're going to run this shit, all right?
All right, cool.
So you play baseball. You're going to Bryant, right?
Uh-huh.
And where's that at? Connecticut?
No, Rhode Island.
Rhode Island?
Yep.
Sorry, my bad. And how long you been playing baseball?
Since I was 5 years old, so 14 years now.
14 years? And did you play any other sports when you grew up?
Basketball, and I played soccer, but
Free soccer.
a couple years.
And you actually had a shot in ball, right? You had a
Yeah.
nice chopper?
I was good. I was good at ball, yeah. I played for about 10 years. I quit going into junior year. That's when I started to focus on baseball.
Okay. And
Yeah.
why did you choose baseball over basketball?
It's more just like the love of the game. Baseball, just like I gravitated more to it.
Mhm.
I guess I was just better at it too. So
Really?
Yeah.
Because I heard if you stuck with basketball, you would have done astounding in there as well.
I mean, size.
Yeah.
Size
does
affects
play a
me.
factor.
Yeah.
Well, growing up, when you were playing baseball, basketball, both sports, at what age did you realize you were pretty good at baseball, we'll say?
8 years old.
Really? That young,
Yeah.
you noticed you were that good?
Because when I was 8 years old, I was playing with 9 and 10-year-olds. So it was just different. Like I always played age groups up,
Mm-hmm.
and I always prospered at it. So it just it clicked right away.
Do you think allowing yourself to play with older people motivated you more to play better?
Definitely, just I don't know, nerves.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing what they do, trying to imitate them because obviously they're older.
Learn from
And I
them.
wanted to be more like them.
Mhm.
And then just playing with them, honestly. And I played with the same kids my whole life. So, I mean, I just always had fun doing it. And if you have fun, you're going to do well.
Hey, man, fair enough. Stick with it if you're having fun.
Yeah,
to say.
100%.
And it flies by.
Uh-huh.
Now, during your playing baseball, you're playing with older kids. How many teams were you on? Because I understand you were with the Braves, correct? With Williamstown Monroe Braves.
Uh-huh.
And then where is there a club aspect of baseball? I'm not a big baseball guy myself, so I don't know how it runs or operates. But.
So, the way it kind of works is when you're younger, you obviously play t-ball, your little leagues, stuff like that.
Of course.
And then once you get to a certain age, 7, 8 years old, they're doing it younger now, but you kind of just start playing travel ball. And everyone kind of plays for their hometown team when
Okay.
it first starts. So I played for the Braves when I was 7, 8, and then that team kind of broke up. So I went to another team. It was called the South Jersey Titans.
Okay. Pretty dope name.
Yeah, so that was cool. And then that team ended up being top 10 in the country.
Wow. And you
So,
were while you were on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we were 9 and 10-year-olds going all over the country.
That's crazy.
Georgia, Florida, New York, every weekend.
Wow.
So that kind of just got me prepared for traveling and recruiting, all that types of stuff.
Yeah, it's getting you in the groove of it.
Yeah.
So, were you going to keep going?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. So you enter high school. Now, are you still on the same travel team entering high school or no?
No, so I mean, my travel career was kind of different. I mean, a lot of people tend to stick with one team, two teams.
Mhm.
I kind of changed teams every year.
You were
Yeah.
you hopped between the team?
Yeah, so I would have coaches reach out to my dad at the time. And they would just say, hey, kid, want to join our team? We'd be like, sure. I mean, whatever. We'll try it out. And then I kind of reached a point in my baseball career where I kind of just, flattened out.
What do you mean?
So I was always small.
Okay.
And, once I got to the big field, it was different. I couldn't really, drive the baseball, hit home runs. And then, I don't know how to explain it. I kind of thought like I wasn't gonna be able to play college.
And when did you think this? What age?
Like 13, 14. So that's when I had to just like really start grinding. It was
Okay.
just a different type of grind.
Entering high school. It was just a
Yes.
different type of grind.
Yeah. So it was basically me and my dad going to the field every day, just hitting. And eventually I hit a little growth spurt and it's where I am now.
Well, you do, like, every time I text you, you have baseball every
Yeah,
single day.
Every day.
Is there other things you're practicing besides just hitting the ball? Because how much,
100%.
what else are you doing? And, like, is it like basketball? Because I know for basketball, they say take like 500 shots a day. Is it the same thing with baseball where you should hit that ball every single day to perfect your swing, I'd say?
So the way it kind of works, the way I do it, everyone does it differently.
Okay.
So I go to the facility, field, whatever, and I'll start off doing the basics, like the smallest little things, just hitting line drives,
Okay.
little things, not even like working on other things. Then I'll start getting the ball moving towards me, flips, BP, and I'll take video, and then I'll watch the video, make sure I'm doing everything right, and then I'll do the machine.
And what's the machine?
So the machine will throw it like 100 miles an hour.
Oh, shit. All right.
Yeah.
Damn.
So we'll hit off that, just get like hand-eye coordination, and then after that, it's just like do it every day.
And it'll grow and evolve?
Yes.
Wow. That's props to you, man. It sounds like it's not that, like, extraordinary, but, like, you do have to stay consistent with it and keep practicing day after day.
Every day. Yeah.
And what do you think the hardest part about it is? Or at least for you yourself, what was the hardest part?
Staying consistent
Yeah?
through like, because baseball is a tough sport. You have to have a good mindset. If you're thinking you're going to do bad, you're going to do bad. You think you're going to do good, you're going to prosper.
And in what way? By hitting the ball, like running,
Everything.
catching?
Like literally everything. Like you just have to have that confidence, that flair, like everything.
The flow.
Yeah.
Okay. And that was what was so hard to, like, the consistency, though, allowing you to reach that level was so hard?
Because at times you're going to be in the game and you're not going to get a hit for 5 games. And you're going to be like, wow, is this for me?
Yeah, that can get to your head.
Yeah.
That could fuck with you. I'm sure of it.
And I know you played hockey. I feel like it's kind of different because hockey, you can do anything to help the team.
Yeah.
True, yeah, you're right
Like
about that.
literally anything. Baseball, it's kind of individualized. So
Yeah.
I was going to ask you that. I'll
Yeah.
ask you right after this, but keep going.
you kind of have to do your own part to really help the team
Okay,
to
so
win.
would you say it's more of an individual sport, though, or a team sport altogether?
It depends how you look at it. So you can have a game where it's 1-0.
Mm-hmm.
I hit the home run to win the game. Yeah, that's individualized.
Yeah.
But then again, you can have another game where it's 9-5, and say I didn't get a hit that game, but the rest of the team did.
Mhm.
But in the field, I made some nice plays.
What do you mean by nice plays?
Just honestly, just making the plays that come to you.
Like making the throws, making
Anything.
the catches, making it
Yeah.
work. Okay.
Really, anything, and then that will all work together. So
And that's where the team comes into play.
Yeah.
Okay. Because that was one of the questions I actually wanted to ask you coming on, because I didn't know if it was more of an individual sport, because I know, like, in the outfield, when you're tossing that ball across the field, there comes teamwork in that. But then, like you said, when it comes to getting that 1 point or like 4 or 5 points, it goes both ways. So
yeah, 100%.
that's exactly what I wanted to ask you. And what position do you play when you're not hitting?
Shortstop,
Shortstop.
and I
Okay.
pitch a little bit.
I don't. Hey, man, Caden knows him. I don't know that.
Yeah.
I don't know that much about baseball,
Yeah.
so that's my fault.
That's a hard sport to know if you don't play.
Yeah, it is a
Watch
hard
it.
sport. I can't watch it, man. I can't watch it. It bores me, man.
You know
It
what?
bores-
It's hard for me to watch it too.
And you play it.
Yeah,
Why do you think that?
because I mean the MLB now it's so slow
Mm-hmm.
and it's like a different game. I can watch the college games, high school games. I like going to the game
Yeah,
because there's a lot of energy into it.
there is. I'll give you that.
But if you're watching on TV, I can completely understand. Like,
dude, like
this is so boring.
it tires you out and everything. I'm like, what the hell, man? But anyway, so you get to high school, right? You feel as if you hit a flat line, but you continue to work. You put in all this effort. You're grinding. Were you reaching some sort of other level in high school to where you noticed that you didn't have that flat line anymore and you progressed over it and overcame it?
So, I mean, when I got to high school, I was on varsity. So, I was on varsity since my freshman year.
Okay.
But,
Slight flex.
yeah. But, they wouldn't let me bat.
Why not?
Because I just wasn't, like, a great hitter.
Okay.
So, I would play the field, but I wouldn't bat. So, that kind of just got to my head.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, I want to transfer. I want to do this, and that. And eventually I was like, it's not the coach. It's not the team. It's me. Like, I need to start putting in the work.
Mm-hmm. Self-accountable.
And I started working out. The growth spurt helped. Gained about 5 inches.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Hey, growth spurt, you were that small.
Yeah, I was like 5'6". I'm about 5'11" now. So.
Wow. I had no clue about that.
Yeah.
And you did it at the gym.
Yeah.
Me and Caden worked out for a while together with Vin as well and John Triana. So shout out you guys.
Shout out.
Yes,
Big
sir.
shout out to Mom and Ben.
Yes, sir.
They really like got me going in the gym. You too. You and Ben.
Yes, sir.
And that like helped me a lot.
Hey man.
Yeah.
We're there to help. You know what's up.
100%.
If you ever want to get a lift in, let us know. You know the wave. So you're in high school, and now when sophomore year came around, were you doing better? Were they having you bat at all? What was going on there sophomore year?
So, sophomore year was that COVID year.
Okay. Different story.
So, we had this, not even a season, so we didn't even play a full season. We had a tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. It was all the teams in the state. Everyone got a team, and it was broken up to like regions almost.
Okay.
And that went on for like 2 weeks. We ended up getting like top 16, lost. And then the next year, that's when I really started to progress.
Junior year.
Yeah. Going into my junior year. So that summer, I was on a team. I didn't end up working out how I wanted. Another team asked me to play Baseball Performance Center, which is one of the best places, best people I ever met.
Baseball Performance Center?
Yeah, like top tier people. Like these people are awesome.
I see him around on social media.
I mean, a lot of people in our area go there, and we got there. Great people. They welcomed me in. Played one tournament, did real well, and right off there, boom, colleges started calling.
Right when you went there.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they helped me out real quick. They loved me. They brought me in, and it was just like the best atmosphere I was ever in, like for baseball.
What was so different about them than other places?
I'd have to say just like, I mean, these guys are from down the shore.
Okay.
So they're just like laid back, and they want what's best for the kids. They're not trying to get everything out for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And they really wanted me to like come on this team and help make a difference, because when I play baseball, I have so much energy. I'm the loudest person on the field.
Like I can see it.
I just want to like have fun.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's getting away in baseball. Like people take it way too serious, especially in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And like I feel like you can just go out there and have fun, and you're gonna do just as good as if you're sitting there like laser focused.
Yeah, of course. Because you're not like worried about other you're not like overthinking the moment too much. You're like being
100%.
yourself, and in the moment, if you worked so much to where you got there today or that day, your work's gonna show.
Yeah.
You know?
Whatever you do in practice is just gonna show in the game.
Exactly that.
You don't need to focus on what you did in practice for it to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So
It'll show.
Yeah.
So hey man, good words on what is it called again? Baseball Performance?
Yeah. Baseball Performance Center.
Baseball
Just there this
Performance Center.
morning, actually.
All right, shout out them.
Yeah.
I'll make sure we'll make a reel out of it. I'll send it to them.
Is that the Instagram that we posted? That you repost?
Yeah. So another big shout out, my baseball career is CJ Appenzeller.
Okay.
And honestly, I would really like you to get him on the pod
I'd love to.
Yeah.
Connect me to him.
because he's a very, very smart guy.
In what way? Why do you say smart?
So he knows physical therapy, chiropractic stuff, anything with the body, how it works, everything like that. And I mean, everything he does just helps me in such a tremendous way.
Really?
Like, it is really insane. Like, so I go to
Yeah, I want to know.
I go to this place 4 times a week. So Monday, Tuesday. So right now we're doing uppers on Monday, Tuesday's lower. Wednesday you can go in and just get your body right.
All right.
He has like a recovery room with all like, I don't know if you ever heard of Normatec.
Never.
So it's just like these things that go on your legs or your arms, and they
Oh.
get the blood flowing.
The big black things, like
Yeah.
inflator. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So we're doing that. Monday is upper, Tuesday lower, Thursday lower, and then Friday upper again. And basically, he specializes in working out baseball players,
Okay.
but he knows way more than that. So he works with boxers, soccer players, baseball players, football players.
What's like a performance coach?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the environment there is just off the charts. Like,
I gotta check it out, man. You
Yeah.
put me on.
So we have over 30 to 40 Division I baseball players in there training.
Wow.
So we have that. We have a guy that's in the XFL.
For football.
Yeah.
Shit.
He was also trying to get into the WWE.
Oh, damn,
Yeah.
man. You got a crowd around you.
A world champion in boxing.
Who's that? What's his name?
I don't know his name, but he's a world champion. He's very
Wow.
good. There's a couple other boxers up and coming, but it's just like being around those people
Mm-hmm.
makes you way better.
That's gonna push you to your limits being around them.
100%.
Because then there ain't no slacking, you know?
Oh, not at all.
Like,
Yeah.
you want to be like them, and even if you aren't like them, you want to work and try to get to where they're at, you know?
100%. And it's just awesome because every little thing, like from the first rep to the last rep, he's watching you and he's making sure you're doing it right. Every little thing to prevent injury, to make you stronger, to make you faster. And I have, like, that's a really big shout out to him because he's helped me put on over 30 to 35 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
god.
we run 60-yard dashes, and I've cut my 60 down about 0.4 seconds, which is
That's big, right?
It's a big difference.
I know within track, those like little seconds mean the world.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
But
And what's his name?
CJ Appenzeller. You can
CJ
get him on
Appenzeller.
Instagram. Appy Hour. His name's Appy Hour.
Happy hour. All right.
Wait, doesn't he work at a Rush? Or no.
Nah.
I'm gonna look into this guy, man. That's crazy that
Yeah,
he's doing that.
great
to you
guy.
guys. Like, so- and it's not just you. Like, there's
Oh, yeah.
many individuals.
Yeah, and I mean, all the top players around here are going to him. And I've been going to him for about 2 years now.
Okay.
Since when me and you just started working out.
Okay, you've been going to him as well.
Mm-hmm.
All
So
right.
at first I was only doing twice a week, but now it's every day.
Hey, man. Yeah, if he's doing that, he's pushing you to become this new human, man. I'd go there every day too.
100%. I mean, he's really big on having your mind right because he thinks the mind can change the body.
It can. The mind
Yeah.
is stronger than the body.
100%.
It's like the body gives up way quicker than your body. Like, the mind is actually like given up and done with. So like
100%, yeah.
David Goggins always says, like, your body gives up at like 40%. You have so much more left in your tank. It's just the body is like fucking with the mind.
You think that.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
think that. It's just a mind game. If that's what your coach is praising, like, praise him, man.
Yeah, he's the man.
Yeah, I can tell.
100%. Like, literally anything in my life, I can go to him and he'll get it figured out.
Good words. I
Like,
love to hear it.
100%.
I want to hear from him. I want to connect to this guy.
Yeah, definitely.
So you start working out with him junior year, right? You
Yeah.
said in the junior year,
Mhm.
and college started rolling in. How come you chose Bryant? Why did you choose Bryant University?
So baseball's kind of different with the recruiting. So you can't get a full scholarship, and I mean it's very rare. Um, I wanted to pick a school that I was comfortable with, one that I knew their baseball program was going to be really good, have a chance to get drafted. And I had a couple other schools calling me and a couple other offers, but nothing really clicked until Bryant. Like, when I talked to the coaches, we could talk for hours just about life. And that was the difference. Like, it wasn't always about baseball. It was like, what are you doing this weekend?
Yeah.
What are you doing today? You hanging out with your family? Like, you going to the beach? Like, so it was just laid back and cool. And I ended up going up to the campus, and it's top tier.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
Nice campus, huh?
yeah, the grass is cut perfectly. and they got a nice pond right in the middle. The buildings are beautiful. The field is so nice.
Breathtaking. And the
Yeah.
academics are very well as well.
Oh, yeah,
You
really.
said they have the number 6 business
Number
school?
6 in the country in business.
That's crazy. And you're going there? Well, undecided, right? Right now?
Undecided, but leaning towards business. So
Fair enough. I would too, man.
yeah,
What, like you said, you could talk to these coaches. You could relate to them, you know?
100%. Yeah.
They were relatable people. Is that what you personally look for in a coach and a coaching staff? What's a ideal coach for yourself, where you think you personally can become a better human and person every day?
Well, I kind of want someone that wants me to get better.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, if they want me to get better, they're going to get better at coaching also.
Of course.
Because we're going to grow together. And some of the coaches over at Bryant, they're newer. This is about their second or third year now. And they're looking to like build this program up. Because originally Bryant wasn't a D1 school. I mean, this was probably 20, 30 years back.
Okay.
And they switched to D1 and they prospered. They played in the NEC and they won the NEC championship year after year.
Wow.
And then their coach went to Rutgers. So once he got these new coaches, they reached out. They were good friends with the people over at Baseball Performance Center. And
Connections are key.
yeah, 100%. And yeah, we just had that bond. And the coaches, like, they're like not strict, but you better do what they tell you. You know what I mean? And you can't have a coach that's too laid back, but you can't have a coach that's all over you.
Yeah, on your
Because
ass.
sometimes people don't respond well to that.
People like take it to heart.
Yeah,
man.
and then they just have their head down, and it just doesn't work.
It doesn't allow them to
Yeah.
grow either way.
Yeah,
It sounds like these people have trust in their players.
100%. They have to, because honestly, over my recruiting process, it was during a time of COVID. So D1 coaches weren't allowed to come out and watch.
Wow.
So
I can't believe they let that happen. Man.
all the coaches would either be D2 or D3.
Mhm.
And I would go to these camps, and I would, not camps, it was like a team camp. There'd be, I don't know, 20 coaches there, D2, D3. And I would do great. And they'd be like, hey, like, obviously, you could probably play Division I baseball, but if you want to play here, then you can. And even some of them would reach out to Division I coaches that they knew.
Holy shit.
And they would say, hey, we saw this kid playing. He's very good.
Take a look at him.
And then it was just video. I would send them video, call them every week. And eventually they were just like, yeah, we trust you. We want you on our campus. And I was like, the day of when they offered me, I was like, let's do it.
You
Like,
chose it on the spot.
yeah, I was like, let's roll.
Wow. Hey, man. At least you know it's the one if you're making the decision like that after, like, it's clicking right away. You know something's right. So you might as well go with it, you know? And you said a lot of players have a good chance of making the MLB, you said, from the school?
Well, I mean, honestly, the MLB is definitely individualized. Like, it's almost how you do, and you have to show that you can do it for multiple years.
Mm-hmm.
So these coaches, they obviously know some of these MLB scouts because they're all over the place now, and if you do well, you're going to have a pretty good chance of either getting drafted or even getting signed or picked up, which is my dream. So
Yeah. I was going to ask, what is your overall goal with baseball in your career? What do you want to do with it?
obviously, I want to make it to the MLB, but I mean, even just playing in the minor leagues and being able to experience something like that would just be like breathtaking and it would be awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
You love baseball, man.
Yeah, man.
You really tell.
It's my life.
It is your life.
Yeah.
I told you, every time I try to reach out, you're always at
Training,
baseball,
or I got it
training.
later, something. Yeah, it's crazy.
Why do you think you love it so much?
I mean, my dad played baseball growing up. Honestly, the way I learned how to play baseball was playing Little League World Series on the Wii.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy shit. That's some memories right there.
Yeah, so my dad would be like,
It was.
we would play against each other, and it was super competitive.
Okay.
If I would lose, I would lose my shit. Like I would throw the controller, start crying.
You're a competitor, man. You want to fucking win.
And every little thing, like my dad would be like, this situation, this is what you do here. So that helped me pick it up at like a young age. And ever since, like, I couldn't stop.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you have a passion for it.
Yeah, 100%.
100% passion. And the baseball players in the MLB, they get paid a lot, right? They are the highest paid sport in America, correct?
Yeah, they are, but it's to an extent. So when you're playing in the MLB, you're getting a lot of money.
Okay.
Like,
keep going.
Minimum, you're getting $500K.
Okay. That's a bag for just minimum.
Yeah. And that's like the worst player on the team. But when you're playing in the minor leagues, you're making almost nothing. You can make more working at Walmart.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really? It's that bad, the market.
So
I had no clue about that.
you really have to work your way up. The way it kind of works is when you get signed, you go to Arizona or Florida and you'll play. And then you either get called up to low A, high A, and you really just have to work your way up from there. And that's a grind.
Yeah.
That's a different type of grind.
And why?
Baseball is your life. You wake up in the morning and you do baseball for 12 hours a day.
Really?
Yes.
We're just hitting balls, throwing, like different types of
You have to
formations, let's say?
make sure you're eating the right things. You have to make sure you're stretching, working out, hitting baseballs, practice. Like on a game day in the MLB, you're getting there 10 a.m. and the game doesn't start till 7.
What? What are you doing all day?
You're preparing yourself to face some guy throwing 100 miles an hour, which is
That's
the hardest
hard.
thing to do in sports.
Yeah, it's hard. I'm going to ask you a question real quick. You think that's harder, the hardest thing in sports, or do you think being a quarterback is hard?
Hitting a baseball is easily the hardest thing to do in sports.
I'll give you props,
especially in the MLB.
Yeah, they're more than 100 miles an hour.
So we have these things now. It's like they call it TrackMan and Rapsodo. It can track how much spin is on the ball, how much inches it moves, and how fast it is.
Holy shit.
So I would say an average high schooler can throw a curveball. Average high schooler, probably 1,500 to 1,800 spins per minute. So, yeah, RPMs, rates per minute, whatever it is.
Okay.
An MLB guy is throwing it at like 3,000, which is double that.
Oh my god.
So you're seeing a white, not even a white dot. You're just seeing a black dot. And you either have to guess is 100-mile-an-hour fastball is coming at you or an 80-mile-an-hour slider that's going to move this much.
How do you, does it really just come with consistency and practice over the years to hit that fast of a ball?
Oh, yeah, 100%. I mean, obviously now I'm not facing 100 miles an hour. I'm facing, Division I, you're facing 88, maybe topping 80, anywhere from 88 to 96.
Okay.
And
That's still fast.
yeah,
I got a
it's
question.
fast.
So when a pitcher's throwing it at you, how quick does it take you to realize what pitch is coming at you? Like the curveball, changeup, fastball.
See,
Let me
it's
remake his
hard.
question so they hear this. That was a good question. So Ant behind the scenes asks, how long does it allow do you recognize or how fast do you recognize
Yeah.
what type of throw the pitcher is throwing at you? So fastball, curveball, slider.
Yeah.
You
So this is what makes it so hard. He's like by far.
Okay.
And when a pitcher has so many different pitches, different speeds, different types of movement, you kind of almost have to guess.
Really?
Yeah.
You have to guess
hmm
in the moment like that?
Yeah. Like you're in the batter's box and you're like, okay, I need to be ready for a fastball at all times. But if a curveball comes, you got to try your best to stay back and drive it somewhere.
Well, is there different ways to swing for a curveball rather than a fastball?
So, no. So you kind of just want to always have the same swing, but it's kind of like a when you're going to swing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Timing. Timing is everything.
So
And you just guess.
I don't like to guess personally. A lot of people do. I like to always be ready for the fastball, but try and see it out of their hand. So see their grip, see the way they throw a curveball, or see the spin on it.
Okay.
And you really have to pick it up. And someone who doesn't play baseball
Yeah, fuck
will
that.
have no chance.
I'm telling bro, I can't go
Yeah.
out there and hit that ball.
No
I'm
chance.
telling you. What's the hardest to hit for you? What's the hardest type of ball to hit?
Something moving away from me. So either curveball or slider.
And what's the most common? The fastball?
That's what, yeah.
Okay.
That's like the main pitch.
Is that really the most common?
Yeah.
I thought pitchers stop like they don't like.
I mean, there's different types of pitches now. People throw cutters, change-ups.
What's a changeup? I hear that often.
So a changeup is supposed to look like a fastball, but it would go straight, and say a curveball breaks left if you're throwing right-handed, a changeup would break right. So it goes the other way. It dives into me.
And how are they making this happen with the ball? Just the way they throw that and grip it with their hands?
It's a grip. It's the way you throw it, and there's a lot of like analytics and how you do it put into it. So not recently, I would say over the past year, one time my coach was like, "Hey, Caden, you want to pitch?"
Okay.
And I was like, "Sure." So they had the radar gun, and I haven't pitched in probably, I don't know, a year or two like before this.
In a game.
So they have the radar gun, and I know I can throw pretty hard because I've like ran into the radar gun, probably threw it like mid 90s at this time, and boom, I'm pitching. It's like 89, 90,
Wow.
and they're like screaming it as I'm pitching. Like I'm on the mound, I'm having so much fun. Like I'm throwing 90 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Like this is awesome.
This shit's fast.
Yeah. So after that, I was like, maybe I should start pitching.
Yeah, for real.
So I ended up texting my college coach. And I was like, hey, like,
I'm throwing 90.
yeah. And he was like, that's not a bad, like, backup option. Like,
Yeah.
if we need a pitcher or something. He was like, why don't you, like, work on it a little bit? And I was like, yeah, cool. So over this off season, I really started to, like, work it in. So obviously, I would mainly focus on hitting.
Mhm.
And then I would do some pitching stuff after. And ended up, I throw about like I sit right like 89 to 91, topping 92 now,
Holy shit.
and I have a really good slider, and I'm starting to pick up a changeup, and it's really just throwing it every single day.
Yeah, is your arm exhausted from all that throwing?
Yeah, 100%. So I've had an elbow injury before, where I couldn't even pick up a baseball.
And a baseball's pretty light, bro.
Yeah, like I couldn't even pick my arm up like this, like with a
Yeah.
baseball, because my elbow would hurt so bad. So I really like take pride in making sure my arm's good, ready to go, and especially with CJ Appenzeller.
Yeah.
He is on top of you with that
He
stuff.
makes sure that shit's
yeah.
right. Well, what type? To rewind real quick. What type of workouts do they have you doing for baseball? Specifically him, because he's your trainer.
So, I mean, it could go any other way. So, in the off season, it's more putting on mass.
Okay, size.
So yeah. So we were doing more heavy deadlifting, heavy dumbbell press, loading up on push-ups, loading up on pull-ups.
Okay.
It's a lot of just I don't even know how to explain it. Like trying to get your body to move at ways where it can't. So he's big on like pull-ups, push-ups, deadlift. Like those are his big three things because
Okay.
that first of all prevents injury because you're not doing a movement where
It's just one body
like
part.
straight bar bench where it can hurt your shoulder, your elbow, it can inflame all these different things in your body.
I noticed baseball players don't do barbell
Yeah.
bench at all.
And basically right now we're doing a bunch of like speed work stuff. So that's not necessarily getting faster. So basically on a lower body day, we're going to get our body to move as fast as we can.
Mhm.
So we've been like setting up bands. We put a belt around us, hook it under the bands, and we'll do split squats as fast as we can, pulling up from the band.
Shit, man.
And then we'll have two bands here. So they're like this.
Yeah.
And you put your feet in between, and you'll go like this with your legs as fast as you can for 6 seconds.
Huh. And what do you stop after the 6 seconds? But you're
And you're going to do that for about 3-4 sets.
okay.
And then you'll do it the other way. You'll flip around, do that. Obviously, we do our sprints twice a week. We do a lot of arms, just like bicep curls, forearms.
You needed that for baseball
Yeah.
specifically, man. Right?
Definitely. Forearms, definitely, because that runs all the way up to the elbow, which will protect you from getting injured.
Yeah, I've noticed
So-
you baseball players have strong forearms.
Yeah.
Brody McKenzie,
Yeah,
he
he's the
has
man.
the strongest forearms.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucked up, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Is it from the workouts or is it from hitting the ball for
I
so
mean,
many years?
When you're swinging a bat for so many years, you're just gonna naturally
Yeah.
have strong forearms.
It's gonna build.
And the workouts definitely help, especially the stuff that CJ has me doing, and other stuff just like basic stuff. Honestly, just deadlift, split squat.
The main compound movements.
Yeah, almost like that. But he kind of makes it in a different way, so it will translate to the field.
Like more sport, like explosiveness, maybe like footwork wise within it.
Well, we don't really do footwork as much. We do like med ball throws a lot.
Okay.
Because that gets your body moving forward with a
weight.
load.
Yeah, with weight.
So do that. We do a lot of arm care while we're working out. So we'll just do like bands. So just working on a rotator cuff or
You
out
got a
here.
band, you go like this,
Yeah.
right? Okay. I know
So
what you're
just
talking
stuff
about.
like that, keeping us in check.
What about core? Do you guys do core? Because I know,
We
like,
do.
so when I go to the not bathroom, I don't know why I said that, to the gym, I do one core exercise where I grab a cable, grab a strap, and I turn like this. And I was in Tennessee about 2 weeks ago. I was in the gym, and there was this baseball player doing the same workout, but he was doing it. So for everyone watching, he was doing it. He would grab the cable and swing like this, like that.
We don't do that.
No, because that
No.
works. I don't know if that helped, but I know it works the core. I don't know if that.
We do a lot of stabilization. So
Okay.
bear crawls
Okay.
and stuff on like physio balls. So like you'll have your forearms on the physio ball and you'll go around like this.
Oh shit.
Both sides.
Okay.
And that stuff gets you burning. And then after twice a week, after 2 workouts, we do just a core circuit. Just simple stuff like crunches.
Get it done out of the way.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Now you said you had a few baseball stories you wanted to tell us
Definitely.
about. Tell us one of your baseball stories while we're at it. While we're talking about something.
Well, the one that, like, one of the craziest, I feel like this kind of got me prepared for big time moments, is when I was 9 years old. I played Little League, and there's an all-star team. Like, you know the Little League World Series, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the 11 and 12-year-olds. But they have the same thing when you're 9 and 10.
Okay.
But you can't make it to the Little League World Series. You can only make it to the regionals, which is one step before. And everyone was like, come on, like, just play, like, please play. And, like, I was like, all right, I'll play. Like,
Yeah.
let's see how this goes.
You gave in.
Yeah. And so you start off with districts. We had no idea how we were going to do. We're like, all right, this is our first year doing this. Like, see how this goes. Come out, we just start winning. We win the district with ease. We go to the sectionals, win that. Then we go to the states.
Holy
And,
shit.
like, winning states is, like, a big deal. Like, we had, like, the news at our practice.
Wow. And this is for what team is this for?
This is for Monroe Township
Oh.
Little League.
Oh, crap.
Right here.
All right.
Yeah. So, we would have the news. We'd have all these newspaper articles. Just a bunch of stuff when you're 9 years old.
Probably a lot of like you're not used to that.
No.
It's new to you.
So we ended up winning states, which was insane. I pitched the last out.
That's
So
probably a
it
dope
was
feeling.
cool. Yeah, 100%. And then once we won states, we didn't have enough money to go to the regional.
Oh wow.
So they were almost going to send the runner-ups. So we had like this big fundraiser. We were like, we gotta go. This is going to be the experience of a lifetime. We end up going there. Got enough money. End up going there. It's in Rhode Island, Cranston, Rhode Island. That's where they host it. So there's New Jersey, PA, New York,
Vermont, New Hampshire.
yeah, all those teams. But it was split up. So once you got to like Connecticut, that's where it split up.
Okay.
So it would be top half and the bottom half, whatever teams are there.
Mm-hmm.
And we come out and we're winning. We're like, wow, this is awesome.
What the fuck's going on?
We're gonna win this.
Yeah.
So you have to be like top 2 to make it to the. I think they called it like. One was New England and one was whatever we were, and so they were like, "You guys didn't make it."
Damn.
So we're driving home from Rhode Island. Championship game is the next day.
Okay.
They give us a call. Hey, we messed up.
No way.
You guys made the championship.
They said the wrong team?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
What do you guys
we got
Yeah.
all the way home. Yeah. We have the game the next day.
Back at the same spot.
Yeah. Rhode Island, 5 hours away.
Wow. Holy shit.
So we're like, what are we going to do? We're like, we're waking up at 4 a.m. and we're just going to go.
Yeah.
We're going to get to the game an hour before. We get there, win.
Wow, you won it.
Yeah.
Holy shit,
And then
man.
we had to play the other team. I think it was Connecticut. And, yeah, we won the whole entire Eastern Regional Championship. And it was just awesome. It was on my
Wow.
birthday. Like,
Damn.
Yeah.
See, you were about to not even playing it.
yeah.
And they convinced you. It's a blessing in the skies, man.
100%. And then, I mean, feeding off Little League, the next 2 years, we always had a rivalry with Blackwood.
Okay.
So,
Why black?
I don't even know. They were always mad that we beat them. Shout out Brody Colbert.
Oh, what up, Brody?
So, at these games, there would be, when I was 10, 11 years old, there would be 6,000 people.
Holy fuck. Why so many people?
Maybe a little bit less, maybe 3,000, but still, a 10-year-old kid having 3,000 people at their game.
Yeah, that's
The fans would go insane, insulting these little 10-year-olds, like making fun of them.
And this is just because the rivalry was so big?
Yes,
Wow.
because we always played each other in the championship,
That's great.
and just like being like I've hit a couple home runs in those big games, and it's just like the best feeling
I
ever.
fucking
like,
bet, man.
Like that really got me prepared for like what's coming next.
Like being under that pressure.
Yeah, 100%.
And that was a question I was going to ask you, actually. Like, how is it? Because when you're up to bat, there's a lot of pressure on you. How do you handle that? Or, like, even being a pitcher?
Yeah. So,
And are you, excuse me, again, are you, like, scared not to not hit, the batter?
like, so honestly, I've been committed since the beginning of junior year, so that's September. I played that full season, and I did really well. And when I originally committed to Bryant, it was like a lift off my shoulders. Like I was like, God, like I know where I'm going to college.
Yeah.
I'm going D1. Like
You're not searching
this is
anymore.
everything I wanted to do with baseball. I did really well, but this year I overthinked, and I was like, I need to do this, and that to prove myself, and that put a lot of pressure on me, and I put a lot of pressure on myself this year, which I've definitely learned from, and
You live and you learn.
yeah, I'm excited because college is everyone's the same type of player. Everyone's just as good as me, or even better because they're older and they're more experienced, more mature, and being able to just handle that pressure, handle like, okay, yeah, even if I go 0 for 3 today, I can still go 3 for 3 tomorrow. So don't put too much pressure on myself and just let my game play. Like I said, just having fun.
Exactly.
And just being able to play hard.
Mm-hmm.
And over the summer, I played in a men's league, and it was like a men's college league. But we had a guy on our team. He was like 40 years old, but he played pro ball.
Okay.
And he like every game he would just realize like, because I was one of the like better players on the team. I had a bunch of home runs. I had a good average, but I mean everyone else did too. And when I would do bad, I would put my head down. And he was like, "You just can't do that. Like it's time to like just play through that stuff, and you'll just start prospering way more." And as soon as I started doing that,
Game
everything
changed.
else clicked. Yeah.
Hey, man, you had to figure that out, and it was from a older individual, you said, right?
Yeah.
Like, they're spreading down, they're giving you knowledge, you learn from it, and now you're growing from it and
100%.
becoming a better baseball player, you know?
Yeah.
Do you think that was one of, like, the biggest obstacles you've personally faced, especially within the last year, was just, like, your own mind being your worst enemy?
Yeah, definitely. I overthink it way too much, and everyone tells me you're one of the best players I've seen, and it's not even because of my game; it's because of my energy and how I can just like when I'm on the field, I'm yelling. Like I'm yelling anything from, "Hey, let's go 6," to like, "We got 1 out, 2 outs, throw the ball here, like go here, this, and that." And when I like get away from that, it takes me out of the game. So I want to just be able to stay in the game and play the game for a long time.
Of course.
Yeah. So that's my goal.
Hey, man, I believe you're going to do it. I think you're going to make money from
100%.
it. Like, you're going to make... What'd you say?
I said we all believe in it.
Oh, yeah, we all believe in it, man. You know what's up. You got all our support.
Yeah, for sure.
Are you ever scared the ball's going to hit you? No, never?
We got all this protective gear now. I wear an elbow guard, a leg guard.
In the face one, too.
I don't wear that.
No.
I can't see the ball with it.
Oh, that's like... If that hits your hit, Colin, you guys facing the game last year, right?
Bob, it's like we're in a cage.
It's like, oh, okay.
We're in the cage.
You would
That's how
see way better.
Oh, all right.
This blocks like a vision, right? A corner in your eye. And with a baseball, you need to see it.
Yeah, for sure, bro. You
Yeah.
got to see that fucking fast ball.
Yeah.
And have you ever been hit by like a pitch like that?
Not in the face. I've been hit by a
Yeah.
pitch
In the body, I'm
a
sure
million
it's-
times.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. But the face, it's got to suck, man.
I've been hitting the helmet. You don't even feel it.
No? Huh. Interesting, man.
Getting hit sucks.
Did I cut you off when you were talking about the story about the Blackwood game? Because you were talking about that, but I think I branched off to something else.
All that really happened was these people were coming to these games. I mean, everyone, the whole town would be there, all Blackwood town, and then we ended up winning states again.
Obviously,
the next year, and then the year we could have went to the Little League World Series, we ended up losing in the states.
Damn.
Yeah, so that kind of sucked. And
you made it so far each year, then the third year.
I know we sold.
That's all right.
I don't know if you ever heard of Cooperstown.
Never.
So it's where the Baseball Hall of Fame is, MLB.
Okay.
And they host a tournament. This has been going on for years.
All right.
Like centuries.
Damn. All right. What's the tournament?
So it's just 12-year-olds playing baseball.
Oh, I don't know if I lost traction. Is this the Little League World Series that you're talking about? A whole different tournament. Okay.
So basically, it's a cool experience because you don't stay with your parents. You're with your team and your two coaches, and you live in these barracks.
Okay.
For a week. And there's 118, I want to say, in this one tournament. It's a week-long tournament. And everyone stacks their team up with all the best players. And that was just so cool because you would walk around, everyone had pins, and everyone would just trade pins. You would get to know people I met people from Canada, I met people from Georgia, Florida, California. I mean, literally everywhere. People come across the country to play in this tournament.
That's wild. And
that was just one of the coolest things I've ever done with baseball, definitely, because I got to saw the Baseball Hall of Fame. I hit a bunch of home runs.
Yeah.
And I got to meet a bunch of new people and just had a great time.
Hey, man, that's what it's all about. Yeah. You're having a good time. And it's an experience like that. Take that shit in, bro, and embrace it. You know what I'm saying?
I've had a lot of great baseball experiences, which is awesome.
Seems like it. I gotta get into baseball more, man.
It's tough to get into.
No, it is.
You kind of just gotta either love it or you hate it.
I don't hate it. I'll give you that. I don't hate it, but I gotta get into it. What do you think the biggest transition is going to be for you going into college with Bryant?
Time management.
Okay, with school and everything.
Because I know school is going to be different, and I know the training is going to be a lot different from what I'm used to, at least.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to have to start to get used to that, learning how to do my schoolwork, being able to maybe do a yoga session because I need to stretch my body and then go to practice, go to lift, go to class.
And they'll have you on a meal plan, I assume, right?
Not really a meal plan, but more of just eat. They want you to eat.
Okay. Now, is baseball, I don't know how it goes. Where does the force come from when you're swinging? Is it a certain muscle group? Is it why do they say eat? Just eat. Does that have anything to do with how you play?
You obviously need size, but you honestly don't at the same time.
Okay.
So basically, it's how your body moves. You need to get your body to move a certain way to do all these different things.
By move, you mean flexibility? Or move with force?
It's almost there's a load aspect into it. So you're trying to load your glutes up and your lats up and your back. You're loading up one side. You don't want to push it forward, but you want to push it into the ground almost.
What, the force?
Yeah, that you're building up.
Huh.
And then that will slowly go forward. Because obviously, if you're pushing into the ground, you're gonna go forward a little bit.
Hold on. Shut the door, boogeyman.
Shut the door, boogeyman.
That's my brother, everybody, Nick Munden. Sorry about that. You can keep going, man.
But yeah, you're loading up, and in baseball, everyone says get your foot down, but I believe in this other thing where it's you almost want to swing off one foot.
New baseball theory, possibly?
Yeah. Shout out this guy, Teacher Man Hitting. He's the GOAT. If you're not following him, then you're stupid.
Okay. And he taught you this way of swinging?
He didn't personally teach me, but
You picked
I
it off.
see his Instagram, his Twitter stuff, and it's just like it's good stuff.
What do you mean by the 1 foot though?
So it's almost like this. You're turning, and it just releases. So like you build up all this tension, and then just release it. So
Release it from where?
You're building all tension. You're twerking around this leg, and then just release.
Okay.
And you want to do that when you're pitching and when you're hitting.
But don't you think you'd get more power and force if you used both legs somehow?
No.
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 It's two's better than one.
Because it's because almost like you also need to have a certain way as way you're swinging the bat. So you need to get your barrel in the zone as far as you can. So you have this much time to hit the ball.
Okay.
So if you get it in the zone here and it's out of the zone here, you have this much chance to hit the ball.
I see what you're saying.
Instead of this.
I see exactly what you're saying.
So it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's a lot of video to put into it. And you just got to be able to figure it out.
Yeah. It's something you have to endure.
Yeah.
You can't. I could really, really tell this is something you have to have a passion for.
Yeah,
There's a lot of stuff.
Have to.
But that goes with any sport. But
Yeah,
this
100%.
is baseball sounds like different than
It's a
other
little
sports.
different because there's just. I feel like you don't need to be as much as an athlete
for sure, and that's
than
huge.
to just knowing how your body works and being able to just keep up with the pace of the game and slow the game down for yourself.
I think you just made a really good point because a lot of people will say like baseball players aren't really athletes. And like I get exactly what you're saying, and they always make this is actually pretty funny how like the average playing time in baseball is 18 minutes. They always say that sort of stuff, but the way you just expressed it and told about how you have to understand your body makes perfect sense, and like how you have to see the game slower than under other individuals.
Yeah, you just want to slow the game down for yourself, especially when you're hitting. You don't want to be like, wow, this guy's throwing so fast. You want to be like, all right, slow this down, take a deep breath, and we're going to try and hit a single. Maybe it will turn into a double, a home run. So, just little things like that.
And different, like, depending on where people are on the field will allow you to think, oh, let me hit a double here, or like, let me hit a single. How does that work?
Basically, I'm thinking hit the ball as hard as I can every time.
No matter what.
Yeah.
Do you have a direction you want to go in with the ball?
If it's inside, you want to pull it. Middle, you want to go up the middle. Outside, you want to hit it to the other side.
Okay.
So, something like that.
All right. So, Caden.
Yeah.
I ask every guest this question, and I'll give you a few examples of answers afterwards. What is one thing you know is 100% real on this earth and in this world? So,
yeah,
it's good, right? I'll give you an example. So, Vin's, for example, is love. He knows 100% that the feeling and affection of love you can have towards something or someone is real. Like that feeling of love is there. And you know it if you truly love something or someone. Marissa's was the evolution. No matter whether it's good or bad, over time, things do evolve. Like in the world, in society, everything evolves in some way, somehow. Mine was, and still is, I know 100% that the Egyptian pyramids were not made just by like the average humans. Like it was, those pyramids were made by more advanced, like something than just the average human. So like the closest thing I can put to it is like the pulley system that they always talk about. That could be real, but still, it took more than just the average human to pick up those stones, like with slaves, like 100 of them, or not 100 of them, like thousands of them, and move the stones. Don't believe it at all. What is one thing you know is 100% real on this earth and in this world? And you can take your time if you want.
Question.
It is a hard question. It is a hard question. Be ready to elaborate.
You
You can take your time. Take your time.
I don't even know how to answer this. Like, oh my god, that puts so much stuff into my.
I know. It makes you think, right?
Because At one point in time, I thought the Earth was flat.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
You fully thought that?
Yeah.
No. Why'd you
Yeah.
think that?
I don't know.
You just thought it?
Like, think about it. Like,
I thought about it.
Wait, did you believe in like the dome thing? Like how we're in a dome?
I feel like it's just one big. Well, that's what I thought. I thought it was just like one big flat surface, but that just wouldn't work because there's just other planets
Mhm.
that
Yeah, you
we're
can't believe in
floating
space
around.
if you believe in flat.
Yeah,
There's science behind it.
100%.
There was actually a kid in high school who fully believed the Earth was flat and would give presentations on it.
That's kind of sick.
Yeah, right?
I fully believe that the moon landing's fake.
That's what you want to go with?
Yeah, I really do.
Why do you think that? Why?
Because, why haven't we been back? We have enough money. We have the technology.
Why do we have to go to the moon, though?
They got there, how many years ago? 30 years ago? 40 years ago? Why can't we go now?
But why would we go? What's there to offer us?
Don't they wanna like have another planet to like live on?
You can't live on it,
like
though.
Mars.
Yeah, but Mars is sustainable to live on. I don't think you can actually live on the Earth. Yeah.
I'm just convinced.
All right. Yeah. Hey, man. Yeah, that's your answer. I love it. I love 100%.
Yeah.
I ask every guest that question, dude. I think it's like the perfect thing. I think
Why do you do that?
it's, a girl in college asked me that question because we had a friend group, and she asked every person in the friend group this question, and every single person's answer was completely different.
Yeah.
There was only one time, and it was with the podcast guest, where they said the same thing, and that was the only time with that question that's ever happened. And I've realized that maybe not with like, well, I won't even say that, but asking that question, you can understand a lot about a person.
Yeah.
Now, maybe not, I can't know you just because you said the moon landing, but I can tell maybe you're into conspiracy theories. You know
Yeah,
something
like that.
something about that person, you know? And I just love asking it, man. I think it's a great question,
That's
man.
pretty cool.
You get to know a lot about people with that.
I do think that, like you said, what Vince said, love is definitely just like, it's here.
Right? It's real, right?
100%. Everyone's gonna love something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's that one thing in everyone's life, not just like your family, because that is unconditional love,
Mhm.
and you're obviously gonna love them. But just like, there's always that something like baseball for me is just like I just go there.
Well, do you think, I'll explain why. Do you think you love it, or do you think it's your passion? Because another guest's answer to that 100% question was passion is 100% real. You can truly have a passion for something and really strive in it.
I think that I have both.
Yeah, it could be a little bit both.
Because I have passion to get better and fulfill my dreams of maybe making the MLB or making it to a certain part in baseball. But I love doing it,
Mhm.
and I can't get away from it. If I don't do baseball for 2 days, and I'm like, I feel weird.
Yeah, it's like depression almost.
It's like, this isn't me. I need to go hit some balls, or I need to hit the catch or something. So, definitely love and passion
Mhm.
are just always going to exist on this earth.
The one guest said nothing was real. Nothing.
Nothing.
But I hit him, I was like, what about the present moment? And he was stunned. He didn't know what to say. Because, like, the present moment,
We're here.
yeah, we're here.
This
Yeah,
is real.
we are, yeah. But,
We're rolling on the Offscouring Odyssey podcast.
yes, sir. Subscribe and like, please. The Offscouring Odyssey podcast. But, and on Instagram. Instagram is the main news base.
And this is sponsored by ThumbPro. I'm actually a ThumbPro affiliate, so go use my code at Caden Dulin.
Hey, man.
Buy yourself a ThumbPro.
What is a thumb pro? What is a thumb pro?
It's a thing that goes on your thumb when you hit.
When you hit. What is it? So you don't get like a blister? Like that scrape?
It's like so you don't feel the sting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause fuck that, man.
You know the thing, Bob? You know the thing?
Yeah. when you hit the ball, it like shoots through the bat.
Bring it up there if you want.
What? There's a video of that?
You just look up Thumb Pro.
Oh, okay.
All right, now look it up. That is Caden, by the way, and Dougie
That
Brown
is me.
from the which game was that?
That was the Eastern Regional Championship. THUMB. Go on images. Plug in baseball with that.
Thing, the orange thing. Is it the orange thing?
Okay, so see that right there? Yeah. That's it. So they originally.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
All right, it's fine. It'll be on the screen.
Yeah.
It'll be on the screen.
So originally, way back, they made this thing called a pro hitter, and that was like the thumb guard before. And this new company came out, Thumb Pro, and it was like a new, more comfortable design. And I never liked the pro hitter, but I found these people, and I bought a couple, and I fell in love with it. And ever since, me and them went back and forth for like a week, and they let me like join their team, and I'm now like an affiliate. And I
Damn,
have my own code and everything.
that's
So,
pretty dope, huh?
Yeah, you get 16% off now. So
There you go, baby.
Yeah.
What is it made out of? Like is it like a rubber?
yeah, it's
Almost?
like a rubber thing.
Okay.
So
Interesting. Never even saw it. And do like MLB pros like wear this type of
yeah.
stuff?
So a lot of them still wear the pro hitter, but the younger guys and the more up and coming guys are starting to
You're good. You're good.
transition to this one.
Huh.
So,
All right. You're good at it. You're good. Just click escape.
attaboy, Ant.
There you go, man. If I have to go over there and help you, I will. Just leave that on here.
Yeah.
All right, Caden. What are some of the other hobbies you're interested in or you happen to do besides baseball?
Tough question.
Because I understand it's your life. But is there any other stuff that interests you?
Recently, I've been golfing.
Golfing. Big golf
Yeah.
guy, huh?
Golf. That's fun.
What's fun about it?
It's hard.
Yeah, it is hard. It is hard.
And I think that makes it fun.
Gives you a
'Cause,
challenge.
Yeah, it's something different. Got to deal with adversity in golf, same as baseball. And I don't know, I just like going out there hitting some golf balls.
You don't want to enter the poker world? Why not? Why not poker, man? You're
You
so
guys
into
always
poker.
trying to make me play that.
why are you into poker?
Because I don't know how to play,
We'll
and I
teach you.
lose
We
my
said-
money every
Yeah, you don't
time.
like- is that your thing? You don't like
Yeah.
risk?
I just
Some
don't
people
like
just don't
losing
like
my
risk,
money.
yeah.
Fair enough.
You wouldn't bet on sports? You don't like sports betting either?
I mean, I have, but
Same thing.
yeah, it's not really.
I
I know sports.
I'm just
I don't know
messing with
poker.
I'll
I'll play blackjack.
Oh, they
It's even
play
harder,
blackjack here
bro.
and there.
I know,
That's really
but
losing your money.
No, I think blackjack's a lot of luck, though, man.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's-
it's luck, but poker
you
you
can
need to
decide.
know.
Yeah,
You need to
shit.
know.
Yeah, and you gotta have a
'Cause-
poker face, literally.
Yeah.
That's a real
I'm
thing.
not good at that. I'm just smiling.
Yeah, that's you gotta hide that, man.
Yeah.
Because you know me, I'm talkative and outgoing.
Yeah,
I gotta hide that on the.
that's probably way different.
Yeah, it is hard, man. I've been getting the chess though recently. Chess.
I was on
Chess. Yeah. Me and
Really?
me and Rich played all day over the phone. Chess.
I see you playing that.
Yeah, play it in person. Like I have the chess game. I'll just hop on and play chess. Chess is so fun, man.
Really?
It's like a mind game.
That's
Yeah.
really hard.
It's like like you really do have to be 5 steps ahead. Like
Yeah, you need to like. That's a tough game.
yeah,
Like,
each piece has a different move or can move differently. But like they have these things called grandmasters, which I guess are like the top tier like chess people in the world. And these motherfuckers just be like, if they're like chess is fast. Like in the like when you enter tournaments or something like that, it's a fast game. People are moving pieces quick, and like these grandmasters will watch it and understand why this piece is moving. So like 8 turns down the line, they can move a certain way so they can like win. Like they almost picture the board in their head at all times.
I thought chess was like it takes like 2 hours just to move one piece.
No, well, so in tournaments it's timed. So like it could be a 2-minute game, 5-minute game, 10-minute game, 20-minute game, etc. But like normally, like me, I'm not using a timer because it'll take like an hour to play a game sometimes.
Yeah.
Because you really do have to sit there and wonder what the fuck is going
Yeah,
on.
you gotta.
You
That's a
gotta
tough
see
game.
the outcomes. You like Andrew Tate, right?
Yeah.
His dad was a grandmaster in
Yeah.
chess, like
I know
the
that.
first black grandmaster. He was nuts, crazy good, and he would just. So a big thing he would do is like, say if there was like 5 people lined up, like playing chess. He was the person versing every single person they were playing. So he'd just go to the first one, make a move, second one, make a move, and while he's going around to each person, they're the whole time they're thinking about what to do against them.
And he would
And
just win
he would just do
all
it.
the games.
Yeah, he would win them all, and he would like,
Insane.
and this is a big Andrew Tate quote, but he'd be in a different room. He wouldn't even be playing, and he would read or call out what to move, what piece to move. He'd be like, move C3 to E9, some shit like that, or I don't even know if he's a part of it, but like move B2 to C9, shit like that.
Wow.
C8, I don't know if there's 9, but you know what I'm saying.
That's weird.
Yeah,
That's like crazy.
He'd beat you in a different room, bro.
Yeah,
just
that
like
is just like
it's like you're imagining the chessboard in your head.
that is insane. Yeah.
Crazy,
I can't
right?
Even
But
imagine.
Chess, it's a mind game for sure. It's a
Yeah,
mind game for sure.
100%.
You have to understand it like mentally, but you'll feel drained afterwards.
Really.
Yeah, drained. But I want to ask you this: who are some of your idols, like in life and in the baseball community? Like for baseball and life in general, who are some people you look up to?
I feel like it's kind of cliche, but my dad.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Like he's pushed me to be a better me
Mhm.
in everything in life. Another one, my grandfather. He was a famous artist.
Famous artist.
Yeah, Bobby Rydell.
If we look him up, will stuff come up?
Yeah, do you know the song Wildwood Days?
Yeah.
He sings that song.
No way.
Yeah.
Your grandfather?
My grandfather.
Holy shit! No fucking way!
Yeah.
Wow! Hey, are you having issues again, man?
Nah.
That's my...
Yeah.
It's nuts though, right?
That's insane, bro. He really...
Yeah.
He sang that song? That's him, like, talking in it?
Yeah. You know the movie Bye Bye Birdie, Rydell High?
No.
The Rydell High is named after him.
Huh.
Look at me, I'm already picking it up.
There you go, Ant.
Can you spell his
Bobby.
No,
Rydell right there.
Oh, first one that pops up. Holy shit, bro. That's Bobby Wagner.
I can't read from this far.
Alright, go back. Two down.
Up one, up one. There he is.
This is your grandfather.
Rest in peace, my grandfather.
Wow.
But
Oh, he died this year?
yeah,
Oh,
thank you. But man, he lived a good life.
I bet, man. I
Yeah.
bet.
He's
Holy
the
shit.
man.
you know what?
Dude. He probably knew everything. That song is so
Yeah,
big.
popular.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait.
especially in Wildwood.
What's the song?
Wildwood Days. You know the song, Ant. They play it all the time at Wildwood.
On 24/7.
Yeah.
Wow,
Especially on the log flume when you go underneath the...
that's it.
Wow, that's wild, man. Has he ever told you some crazy stories?
Oh yeah, he's from Philly.
Okay.
Yeah, he would obviously go to Wildwood a lot. He knows some crazy people.
I bet.
People. So
Wow. Mafia?
yeah,
Really?
stuff like that.
Damn, that's craziness.
But yeah,
That's family, man. That's
he's
family.
the man. I gotta say CJ Appenzeller, my trainer, Ed Charlton.
At Charlton. Who's that?
He owns Baseball Performance Center,
Okay.
and he played for either the Reds or the Brewers. I want to say
Oh, wow, he was in the league?
not in MLB,
Okay.
in the farm system,
My
but
bad.
yeah, like those guys, they like steered me in the right direction with baseball, lifting, having a good mindset, just all that stuff, and they have a good they know their 2 cents, and when they give it to you, you better take it in.
Yeah, because they're not going to say it often on this.
I mean, they're gonna say it often, but it's like you don't want to miss out on what they're telling you. What they're telling me is just it's stuff that I gotta take in. It's stuff I gotta take with me for a long time.
They're life lessons.
Yeah. So I'm grateful to have those people in my life.
Dude, it sounds like you got an amazing supporting team around you, man.
100%, yeah. From friends to family to coaches to trainers.
Yeah, you got to embrace
everyone.
that.
Yeah, and it's awesome.
Stay around them, brother. Stay around them.
Yeah, 100%.
Was there ever like a specific baseball player that really intrigued you into baseball, specifically when you were younger or like throughout your baseball career?
When I was younger, Ryan Howard.
Okay, he was on the Phillies, correct?
Yeah. But now that I grow up, I take stuff from guys here and there. Mainly my position. Like
Shortstop.
This guy Bo Bichette, Jonathan India. These guys aren't like they're not like the top players in the league, but they're guys that I want to be like. So
yeah, they're good players.
Yeah, and I want to do what they do. So might as well try and do it.
Yeah, man. Them. Implement it in your game.
Yeah, 100%.
Be the best player you can be.
But yeah.
Well, listen, man. It was awesome having you on, Caden. I fully believe you're going to make it in baseball. You're going to make the MLB, so keep chasing your goals, brother. Kill it at Bryant. Is there any other things you'd like to say before we sign off?
No, just thanks for having me on.
Of course.
Sorry for the slow start a little bit.
Nah. Caden was nervous, man. Everyone understands. You're in front of a camera, bro. It's hard.
Yeah, a little different, but yeah.
Hey, man.
I know this podcast is going to blow up one day, so.
It will. It will. Yeah. I know it will. So thank you for having that faith in me, brother.
100%.
Future MLB star, everyone. It's the Offscoring Odyssey. Take a lot from this podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned from it. Thank you so much. Peace and love.